Hi, Sagittarius. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. Here I am in Thunder Bay, Ontario, on the second leg of the Cross Canada tour with Galaxy Psychic Fairs. I want to say a big shout out to all the people that I met in Sudbury last weekend. It was a really great turnout. Everyone was so nice. What a great bunch of people up in Sudbury, the Big Nickel, the Copper Cliff. Sudbury is a major resource of nickel and copper, I learned while I was there. And like I said, just really nice people. Oops. So here I am in Thunder Bay this weekend. And anyway, Sagittarius. So this is your April reading. And as I'm shuffling here, Carmela, the Hierophant jumped out. I think of Sagittarius a lot when I see the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is about higher learning, and Sagittarius very much is about high. Okay, slow down, Lynn. Slow down. Sagittarius very much is about higher learning. Sagittarius is always trying to reinvent themselves, evolve into a better person, a more enlightened person. And that's very much what the Hierophant represents. So it's higher learning, self-development. You also could be taking a course. You could be the one giving the guidance, where you're helping people develop, helping people reach higher learning, and then lastly, it's about the institution. You could be working for an institution. Sometimes the institution is a hospital, a university. That's why it's about higher learning. Even the church, you're spiritual, where you are spiritually in life. Good morning, Allie News. Thank you for joining in. So what a great card to start out the whole reading with, okay? I like seeing it because when we get the Hierophant, it's like we get it, And if you've been struggling to get something, to get there, with a idea, train of thought, or get around something, the Hierophant is here to help you with that. It's a really good card for helping you get that, understand is what I should say. All right. So in the recent past, we have the King of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. So there could have been an Aries around you, perhaps. Doesn't have to be. This could even be you in Aries energy. Aries is very creative, and Aries is actually sticks to something, where Sagittarius bouncing around all kinds of things and has a hard time sticking to something just because he's got restless fire energy. Whereas Aries is a little more grounded, a little more determined to see something through, see something through all the way. And I think it has something to do with how you've been hurt in the past. There's some sort of hurt, some sort of boil on your body, your mind, your heart that you have probably been releasing this toxin, okay? You broke the boil and now it's releasing. And so you could have been crying, you could have been mad, you could have been writing. Who knows what you've been doing, but you've been releasing it, which is a good thing because now you can begin to heal. It's not till we break that and release it that we can start to heal, understand, and develop. Okay. In some ways, there's a part of you that may want to, you're trying to confront this, okay? You're trying to confront it, you're trying to face it. And in another way, you want to be done with it because the Knight race charges in, takes care of something, and charges back out. Doesn't spend a lot of time figuring it out, dealing with it. It's quick, it's quick and it's effective, usually very effective with the Knight of Wands. Um, so, and I think that it's a sudden decision that you make that is enough is enough. Okay, enough is enough. Let's get rid of this, and so that I can move on because you're anxious to move on now. I think you've been laying in this muddy water for a while, right? Laying in this muddy water for a while, so you're very eager to get on with it now. You still may carry some hurt around a little bit. You may not talk about it. It's something that you may keep to yourself, perhaps. And it could be, Carmela, it could have been a long burden to deal with whatever this pain is. It's kind of funny. I got to show you this, okay? So it's like you go in and out of it. All right, you're in and out of it. You're not quite all the way through yet because here there's fire and air, fire and air, fire and air. Okay, so look, first we have fire, then we have air. This is something you now know, okay? But you're ready to handle it. The King of Wands is very creative. He's about solutions, problem solving. That's exactly his energy. He can handle that. And like I said, see something through. So you're in it, you're out of it and you're in it. Then you're out of it and you're charging and you're going along with life and then you're in it again. And then it's like, okay, enough is enough. This is exhausting. And also the work that you're doing could be very tiring. It could be very energy draining on you. It could have to do a lot with your mental capacity. You're putting a lot of thought into something. And this may be things that you're not able to discuss either. Okay. So it's like you're holding on to something. Okay. Anyway, but you're just about at the end of that. You don't realize here at this point that you've actually won. You're succeeding. You're getting through that painful thing, and it's kind of through this creative energy, because the creative energy is weaving in between the trouble you're having figuring something out in your head, and as you get more creative, however that is with you, it's helping you weave through it. So in the present, you have the Hermit, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands right in the center. Look at that. She represents strength to me, strength and being able to hold back a little bit, hold back some of that fire, restraint is what I think about when I think of the Queen of Wands. Even though this could be a Leo around you also, the Queen of Wands could be a Leo around you. But So anyway, let me start. Carmela, I've just about had it with you. Stop it. You may be spending a lot of time alone or a lot of time on your own right now. When we're in the Hermit, we're trying to see Carmela with clarity. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to grab her. Just a second. Come here. See, I'm in my hotel room and there's a bit of noise. The cleaners are out cleaning the rooms now, and so there's a bit of noise, and so she's hearing all that. But okay. So you could be spending some time on your own, doing some introspection, some deep thinking, trying to get clarity, trying to see through all this stuff that you're dealing with. You know, you are getting through it. I can see you're weaving not just your creativity, but it's, you know, it's something. I think this struggle that you're trying to get through has something to do with the ego. Something to do with your ego was hurt. Someone really hurt your ego, or maybe many people did. Hi, Annette, and hi, Ed. Hi, Annette again. So this is, you know, you're trying to get the picture yourself of what you need to see here. Okay. And you're having a difficult time seeing a way out of something, okay? Or this Leo is, you know, this Leo may be having a hard time seeing a way out of something they've gotten themselves into, you know, trying to gain some wisdom in a situation. Carmela, we just talked about this. No, no. Be good. Shh. It's very suspicious. I know. Very suspicious. Um, Ultimately, you're going to win. Okay. You're going to be successful. You are gaining, you're going up a level, I think, in maturity, in wisdom, you know, because we have the Hermit and the Hierophant here. You know, you're gaining wisdom here. And you're also getting some sort of recognition for, and maybe it's just from you. Okay. Maybe it's just from you. Recognition that you finally conquered this. You finally been able to get through this, the thing that you couldn't quite, because you're a smart person, Sag. And I think if it were happening to somebody else, it would be easy for you to figure it out. You'd be like, well, you just gotta do this and do that, and you can do it, you know. You'd have it all figured out. But for yourself, it's not so easy. I think your pride has been hurt here, and it's hard to come back up from that, you know, to stand up straight again. It's hard to do that when we've been knocked down, you know, our ego has. So, and I also think that there is something here that you're succeeding in a competitive world. This could be a very competitive world you're entering or in, and you're going to be very successful. I think you're going to rise above in this particular competitive world you're in, because you're good at what you do. You have the knack. You are quality. You are not just quality, but what's that word I'm looking for? You're real. You know, you're real. You're honest and have integrity, and you know, a Sagittarius has a hard time, honestly, standing behind something they don't believe in. Like, even if it's their job, they have a hard time with it. And so you'll usually find them in a position that they strongly believe in, because that they will sell it, defend it, everything, but it's very hard. They have a hard time lying, and selling something that is faulty. So, what you're selling here is unique. It's of good quality. And I also think that sometimes you may have a hard time wrapping your head around that you're as good as you are at whatever it is you do. You other people may see it, but you may have a hard time seeing it. You know what I mean? And that's part of the standing back up, like feeling pride again, feeling good about getting through this real difficult thing that could have been easy for other people, but it's been hard for you at this time in your life, but you're going to be successful. Um, and some of it you're going through alone, but you know what? You need to. Sometimes at the end of the journey, the last leg of the journey, we got to go alone. We can't be accompanied. It's our fears that we have to face. And when we do, we truly are protected and feel safe afterwards because we did it. We know that we can do it again. A lot of times it's not as bad as we're thinking it is. In our minds, we're thinking, oh my God, this is going to be. And then we're like, it wasn't that bad. I just had it made out to be, oh, this is going to be awful. And it wasn't that bad at all. Oh my, Sagittarius. Wow. So the first cool thing I got to tell you is your outcome is bookended by aces. Okay, bookended. New beginning, Ace of Pentacles. Here's your healing. Here's where you're standing up. Here's where you're proud, and I think you're treating yourself really good now. Like, I think you're giving yourself what you need because you have needs as well. And so you're making sure that you're fed first so that you can go out and work to get the food to feed everybody else. You know what I mean? It ripples out, and this is what it's doing here. So you have an idea, or you are beginning a healing journey here. And I think it's a healing journey that is going to ripple out. Anyone that comes into contact with you is going to feel this good energy, this nurturing energy. And I feel it could be part of what you do. You could be in caring for people in some way, in some capacity, social work, nursing, maybe massage, or I'm not sure what it is you could do, but you your you ripple, like you just burst, Sagittarius. When you feel sad, the whole world knows it. You can't hide it. But when you feel happy, the whole world knows that too. And everyone around feels better too, just being around you. Anyway, so Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of this could be a new source of income too, that could have a lot of great potential, as well as a healing journey, being good to yourself. I know it's a healing journey because we have the Empress here, and she's all about nurturing. She's all about taking care of herself so that she can take care of others. Okay. This is the important. If the tree is going to bear beautiful fruit, we have to feed the tree first, right? Take care of the tree. So, anyway, I think you're getting the message. Also, she is about birth too, birthing something new that could be about nurturing. Like I said, you could be a caregiver of some sort. But you have a new idea here, a new concept, and it's definitely worth following up. Like, it's definitely worth I'm losing my words today. Oh, McFly, I hate that. Hands-on healing, CMT. Very much so. Well, look at that. See, I said this is something that could really catch on. Look at this. 2 cards of birth. Okay. 2 cards of birth. And actually, the Empress is number 3 in the numerical of the tarot. So you got the ace, the idea, and the 3 bringing it to life, because the Empress brings things to life. So you're bringing this idea to life, and also you're healing, right? Yourself back to life. And whatever this idea, whatever you're bringing to life is going to take off all of a sudden. It's going to be very popular, catch on. You could be traveling a lot for what you're doing. Like if you're a care person, you could be a traveling massage person, or you could be or getting a lot of communication, a lot of requests. People want your care, what you have to give. Okay, that's what they want. They want what you have to give, because they like, nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. And then look at this, the world. I almost feel like crying, because I know what you've been through here, Sag. I know what you've been through. I know the difficult time you've had over probably 4 years now. Like, it's been quite a while. And the world says it is complete. And what makes it complete is how good to yourself you are now. That's what makes it complete, how good you are to yourself now. You were good to everybody else, but you needed to be good to you, you know? And so the world says you are ready for completion. Also, the world highly suggests travel as well. You could be traveling around. And I got to tell you, I am Sagittarius and I am currently on a cross Canada tour. So this makes a lot of sense for me too, you know. So, for both things, this is success, the 8 of Wands, success as well, And then And then the last card, like, how can you go out any better than this? The Ace of Cups. It's the gem. It's the gem of the tarot. This is feeling so good. Again, healing, being open to love. I think you've been closed up. You've been like this for a while, closed up, kind of hiding, kind of not sharing all the pain that you're going through with everybody anyway. But soon you're not. You feel good. You feel like emanating joy, and you're feeding yourself. Like I said, you're filling your own cup first, and then you'll get around to all the others. But this could also be when you're ready, when you feel good, when you're good to yourself, we are ready for someone else. And this is saying that you are ready now for love. You're open to it. You don't have your shield up, you're not suspicious, you're very open, loving, and accepting, and ready. You are ready because it comes right after the world. When you're ready, it comes, it shows up, but it's not until you're ready. And here you are ready. You had to go through all this stuff, eh? You needed to, because there was something that you needed to get here, okay? This ego business could have been from way back with the family. And then every time something happens at work or with a friendship, it gets triggered again. That sensitivity of, you know, they're trying to, take a notch out of my belt or something. And sometimes you might be right, but don't let it ruin you. You know what I mean? It's saying just don't let it ruin you. For any who are interested, I would highly recommend a book called The Four Agreements. It really helps you deal with this kind of stuff in day to day life, about being honest with your word. Always be honest and true to your word. Don't take things that other people say and do personally, because what other people do is because of them and how they feel, not because of you, right? Not because of us. And anyway, I highly recommend it. And it's just a tiny little book, it's not a big read. And you don't have to do it all at once either. They also have it in summary on the inside cover. But anyway, I really like this. It is so nice. I think that you found that perfect balance between your strength and your gentleness. Your confidence and your grace. I think you have found that now. And I think for a while you could have had your guard up. You could have uh been ready for a fight or something before. But now you were just hurt. That's all. You're not a mean, bad person. You were just hurt. And when we're hurt, our defenses go up. Ooh, I went and hit Melly. Melly just got slapped by what'd you get slapped by, Mel? The High Priest and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so really, really nice again. So the High Priest, just like the Hierophant, you got it twice. There's a big lesson you're learning. You're going up a big level. See how here is where you were, and now you're up here. As far as spiritually and mentally, there's something you've come to understand, completely now, and you're okay with it. You're all right. You could do this through some sort of teaching, learning, could be meditation, could be therapy, hypnotherapy. You also could be this person that gives the guidance, the teacher, the one that's helping others. Often we see the Hierophant as the wounded healer, and I can totally see you as that, Sag. Like I said, when I see Hierophant, I think of Sagittarius, even though that's not specifically supposed to be your card. But Carmela, honestly, hi Bets, how you doing? Um, and so, you know, you could be wounded yourself and helping other people, and this is when you need to replenish your cup. Like, what you might say to other people, what you might do for other people, you're going to be doing for yourself as well. Giving yourself that credit, having that bath, going for that walk, getting yourself out of those confined or stagnant places. Because, Sad, you need to get out. You need to bloom. You need it. And the other card is the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is give and take, and this is trying to balance your checkbook in one way. You want to make sure you're not spending more than you have coming in. On the other hand, as well, it is about healing again, because the Pentacles are about our bodies as well, and our temple kind of thing. And we want to make sure we're giving to ourselves just as much as we're putting out there. We got to refill the cup. We got to refill the cup kind of thing, eh? So this is getting more balance in your life between what you put out and what you get back, right? So, and it also could be give and take in a relationship. We want to make sure that when we're in relationships, friends, family, lovers, that we're getting as much as we give, because we need to be fed in that way as well, and so do others, right? So it's important that it's an even exchange. It's even exchange. And I think this is what you're all about now, Sag. This is, this year, you're about even exchange. Does it sound fair? If it doesn't sound fair, don't do it. We can't. Anyway, I don't need to go on and on and on about it. You get it. You get it. Okay. You're learning a valuable lesson about even exchange, and also giving yourself just as much as you give others. It's got to be even. You got to give that, because you got to fill your cup. Wow, it's really, really good. There's so much fire energy in you got a lot of action. You're making a lot of moves this month, Sag. You could actually be on the move. Like I said, you could be traveling or just on the move. You're also out to figure out your shit, your stuff. Sorry for swearing. I don't usually. Your poopy pants. You're out to figure that out, because I think it's a suitcase on wheels. You've been pulling behind you for a long time. And even though it's not always taking up your thoughts, it is taking up some of that valuable space, because fear is the mind killer. Okay. And these are fears of some sort, okay, plaguing you. So you're weaving your way through it. I think I might call the video that. You're weaving your way. And this is a strong weave too. This is a strong weave. This isn't something that's going to come apart easily, because you've done a lot of work over the years on this, and you're knowing what works and what doesn't. And that's how you're finding your way in the weave. You know what I mean? Anyway, Sag, this is actually a beautiful reading. I really, really like it. There is huge new doors opening for you. Let me just look for a sec here. You do have the 10 of Wands, so that's a door closing, and the World, a door closing, also making two other doors open. It's making room for new potential, getting rid of that stuff that's taking up space there. Now you got room there for all this new potential. Okay. Anyway, Sagittarius, I am so happy to bring this reading. I really like it because it makes sense, It makes sense. Oh, right on, Max. I am so happy. That's wonderful. I can't wait to meet you. Oh, really? How interesting, Annette. A tiny home? Oh my God, that would be so nice. Need to be that butterfly. Yeah, because you're ready to come out of the cocoon. And the cocoon is what we've been through for the past 2 years, partly. We're all ready to burst out of this thing, and come alive again, spread our wings. Like, there are so many caterpillars in the world right now. There's just bursting to come out, eh? And definitely, you guys, definitely. I love this line. If you look right down the middle, here, okay? Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands. I'm telling you, this is action. Action. You're really getting things out or done. You're ready to conquer, Sagittarius. This is really keeping a balance between your passion and your, like, the difference between assertive and aggressive, that keeping that balance there. And then again, Eight of Wands, this is fast, this is swift, communication, traveling, movement. Yeah. And it's all about this ultimately creative energy. Leo is very creative. They're problem solvers. They're like some of them. I know Leos that are artists. Also, they're very good with engineering, that kind of creative stuff. Like real good with that stuff, right down to the mechanics of things. And this is what you could be doing, getting right down to the mechanics of things. Okay, to figure out how what is working and what isn't. What is working and what isn't. So, this is what you're figuring out here for you in your life, your struggles, and what you're conceptualizing here, what you're getting going. Okay. You're figuring it out. Oh, I can't wait to hear. I am really, really, really excited. And I'll keep you posted on all my stuff too. I got to tell you, my last weekend in Sudbury, I just met some of the nicest people ever. And just a real warm welcome there, I want to say. And I'm really looking forward to today. Actually, I'm leaving in like 10 minutes. I better go because the show starts at 2 today in Thunder Bay. And I'm really looking forward to starting this weekend off. But I wanted to get a quick, just 2 videos in before I start this weekend because I won't be able to do any more videos till next week, till Monday or Tuesday or something. Because I have to drive 8 hours to Winnipeg next. Winnipeg is the next city, and it's 8 hours without stops. So that's a big haul. Love you so much. Natalie, I want one too. Been looking for a tiny house. Oh, so Annette, you should tell Natalie where you put a thing in on a tiny house. There you go. She's looking too. Anyway, ladies, love, well, all of you, not just the ladies. Love all of you so much. Have a really great April. I'll be talking to you mid-month with the cartomancy. And don't forget, April is the Eastern doorway, the birth, the new beginning, So excited. Bye now.